Senator Gleason.
Thank you very much. As the previous speaker mentioned, it is somewhat alarming, the process that was utilized. I represent the city of Flint. And just a few short months ago, the administration sat an emergency financial manager in the city of Flint because they were having difficulty. And one of the most common refrains across the city was that City Hall was inundated with corruption. That's a strong word, but you heard it throughout the community, that things weren't running appropriately because there was cronyism and corruption. Now, only a few short months after our financial manager was sat, we see some concerns. Yesterday, the city of Flint was given a course of justice because the administration just unilaterally usurped the democratic process away from the citizens of Flint. We are only one of the communities. But what troubles me, our city was given a financial manager that previously had served as an interim mayor of the city. For a few months, he actually had the gavel. He had the leadership. He had the voice to set the course for the city. Only months after that, he has sat as the financial manager of a city that's troubling, even though he made decisions during the course of the time when the city was struggling. And now we hear about emails being reviewed. Who was sending out the emails and what were the purposes for these emails? I represent a city now that was taken over by this administration. So my concern is this. I don't believe that anyone that was sat across this state in a position of financial manager should get the chance to be reappointed after this is remedied. Obviously, there was special consideration given for those that were sat in these communities and in these schools to set the course for the policy. So, in our city that I represent, I don't think Mike Brown should be given another chance. He had one chance as interim mayor. He's had several months now as a financial manager. But obviously, there was phone calls made and communications sent to be able to set this individual in charge of that city. All at the cost of the citizens. I've attended the community meetings when the financial manager reached out to the citizens trying to explain why this had occurred. But we really didn't understand the true why. Why was he selected? There was never a public explanation about why someone that sat in that chair previously was given another shot at trying to get the city back on track. I think what needs to happen today, I think we need to get a decision whether the treasurer's office can be FOIA'd and whether the governor's office can be FOIA'd in the process of seating these financial managers. I think that's a real question. How and who were given the keys to these municipalities and these schools? There had to be some discussion set, and there had to be a purpose why these individuals were given control of these communities. I'm pretty certain when we have seen what transpired the last few days, that job was not going to be given to anybody that didn't fall in line, that didn't drive the policy and procedure of the administration. This is why I spoke out against this bill to begin with, because I knew it could be lacking transparency, that they could be usurping the democratic process, that those that are elected just like we are could be shunned aside like our city councils were. I think there needs to be more an in-depth review and a further investigation about how this process was utilized. We see tremendous prostitution of our process with the news that we learned yesterday. So let's further that. Let's go more in depth. I really think, Madam Chair Lady, I really think that we need to find out why Michael Brown and why others were selected and placed in this unusual position of power. I thank you for the opportunity to make